Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to multiply and divide decimals without using a calculator. Okay, now in my previous video I showed you how to add and subtract, so now how to multiply and divide. Now one thing to know is that to multiply decimals, you just need to multiply the numbers as if they were whole numbers, so keep that in mind. Okay, now the decimal point and the product, which I'm going to show you, okay, is placed such so that the number of decimal places and the product is the same as the sum of the number of decimal places and the factors. By factors we mean these two. Okay, so you count how many places. So okay, let's go ahead so you can understand what I'm saying here. Okay, so in this case we have to multiply 0.072 and 3.5. all right, so 0.72, 0.072, and times, so we're multiplying by 3.5. okay, so one thing to do here, guys, is to count how many decimal places you see in each one here. How many decimal places? So right here you see 1 place, 2, 3. So the first one has 3 places, 3 decimal places. The second one has 3 decimal places. Okay, the second one has 1. Okay, so you count them, so which will give you what? 4 total. So 4 total for your final answer. But let's go, let's solve this, let's multiply. Okay, so you do just like you would do for normal whole number multiplication. So you would do, you go 5 times 2, which is 10, so you put 0 here, and you know there's a 1 remaining here, so this is the last digit here, so 0, 1. Then 5 times 7, you know 5 times 7 is 35. 35 plus 1 give you 36. Okay, so I'm gonna put 36 here. Okay, 36. Now you could do 5 times 0, 5 times 0, but these two will give you 0, so you don't have to do that to multiply by 0. Okay, then you keep moving, go up to the I'm saying the second value here. 3 times 2, 3 times 2 is 6. I put 6 here. Remember, you skip 1 digit, so 3 times 2, 6. All right, remember I'm done with this. And 3 times 7, 3 times 7 is what? 3 times 7, 21. So 21 here, 1. You don't have other numbers, so 21. I mean, these are zeros, so don't worry. So 216 right here, and that's it here. Now what do? You add, remember. So 0 vertically, 6 plus 6 is 12, 2, and I'm gonna put a 1 up there, so because we're adding now, put a 1 there using different colors. So 1 plus 3, 4 plus 1, 5. Okay, and so then 2 right here is just 2. Okay, so now you have 2, 5, 2, 0. Okay, now it's time for you to count the places. When you started, you had 3 here at the bit for the first number, 1 for the second one, giving you 4 total places. Okay, that means you're gonna need 4 places here. Starting from the back, you go 1 place, 2 place, 3 places, 4. You stop here. So this would be 0.2. So final answer, let me write it. Final answer would be 0.2520. This is your final answer here. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, we're gonna solve a couple more just for you to make sense of this. Let me try to give you another one here. Let's see, let's try this one. Okay, let's multiply. Okay, we're still multiplying, so let's multiply 6.3, and so 6.3 times 0.05. okay, 6.3 times 0.05. okay, Now, what I'll do, I'll put 6.3 times 0.05. Okay, and we'll do 5 times. So 5 times 3, 5 times 3 is 15, 1 year. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 plus 1, 31. Then 0, I'm not going to multiply 0 here because it doesn't really matter. You can do that, doesn't matter. Still get the same answer here. So then you count, okay? You count how many places you see here. Now remember from the first one, you have how many places? This is just one. Let me use a different color so you can understand here. One place after the decimal point, I'm saying. So this is one place. For the second one here, 2 places. Okay. Then, and the last one, you're going to need 3 places. Right here in your product, the result here. 3 places. So starting from here, you go 1 place, 2, 3. Stop here. Put a 0 here. All right. So it's 0.315. 0.315. This is how you multiply decimals. Okay. Now, how do you divide decimals? Okay, let's go ahead and solve a problem. So how do you divide decimals? Well, we just need to do, let's say in this case here, you have, for example, let's see a nice example here. If you have to divide and you have 12, I'm gonna just write it right here, like 12.3112, I mean 312, and you're gonna divide by 2.7. Okay, so one thing with division, guys, is that for division, to divide decimals, you move the decimal point and the divisor, I'm right here. You move the decimal point and the divisor to the right of the last digit. So you're trying to have a whole number here. So we're going to move this to the right. Now, if we move it to the right of the last digit, we only have 1 digit on the right. So it's just 1 place. And what we're going to do next is move the decimal point and the dividend, which is right here, the same number of places that the decimal point and the divisor was moved. So we moved it 1 place, therefore I'm going to move this 1 place to the right. Okay, that's what you do. Then so you count how many places you move it, then you do the same thing. The decimal point and the quotient lies directly above the decimal point and the dividend. Now, by the way, this decimal point here, your answer will have the decimal point directly above it. Okay, just for you not to miss anything here. Okay, so that means the new numbers you have here would be 27 and 123. So 27 and 123. Remember that, 27 and 123. So now you would tell yourself, okay, so 27 goes into 123 how many times? Okay, how many times? So now you can use the, your brain or multiply whatever just to, but it depends on you how much you know your timetable. So that would be 4 times. Okay, 4 times 27 will give you something close to 123, which is 108. Okay, so it will give you 108 because 4 times 7 is 28, so 108. All right, then remember for division, in this case here, you're gonna have to subtract. And 108 from 123, that's 15, okay? 15, you bring down the next number here. The next number in this case here would be, by the way, the decimal point is from here because I moved it. Therefore, it's gonna be up there, all right? Because now we're passing it to get to the 1. Because I'm gonna have to bring the next number down, which is the 1 here. So bring it down. All right, so 151 goes in, 27 goes into 151 how many times? In this case, 5. That's just 1 more time. So 5 times. Then 5 times 27. 5 times 27, guys, is 135. Again, you subtract. Okay, if you subtract here, you get 16. Bring down the next. Remember, I kept bringing down next numbers. So the next digit here is 2. Bring it down. So it's 2 here. Then 27 goes into 162 6 times. Okay, and 6 times 27 is exactly 162. And 162 minus 162 is 0. You're done here. All right, so this is the answer right here is 4.56. 4.56 is your answer. So let me write it here. 4.56. You just divided 2 decimal numbers. Okay, so let me let me do another one just to show you, just so you can remember what we're doing here. Okay, so to divide again, I'm going to repeat what I said previously. So to divide, let's say in this case you have 9.46, so like this here, 9.46, and you're going to divide this by 0.04. So what we said to start is to divide, you move the decimal point to the right and the divisor to the right of the last digit. Okay, right here, so to the right of 4. You just moved it 2 places, so I'm gonna move this 2 places as well. Okay, so from here to here to here, so 2 places. Therefore, the new decimal point is right here. I'm gonna move it up right there, so it will be up there. Okay, now we have a new number 4, and this is 946. So 4 and 946. Then we go from there. We choose. You can choose to go with 9 in this case here, because 4 goes into 9. Okay, 2 times. Okay, so 4 goes into 9 2 times. So you pick 2, put 2 there. 2 times 4 is 8. You subtract. You get a 1. Bring down the next number, which is 4. Okay. Then 4 goes into 14. How many times? 4 goes into 14 3 times, because 3 times 4 is 12. You subtract, bring down the next, subtract, you get 2. Bring down the next number, in this case, so this was 4, in this case, 6, 26, all right? So 4 goes into 26. 4 goes into 26. How many times? 6 times, because we'll get 24, something close enough. 6 times 4 is 24. Subtract again. This is 2. Now we're going to pass the decimal point to bring down a 0. There's always a 0 behind here if you don't have any number. So bring down the 0. Then 4 goes into 25 times. Okay, so it's 5 times 4, 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. You're done here. All right, so the answer to this would be 236.5. 236.5. 236.5. This is your answer. Okay, so this is how you multiply and divide decimal numbers. Easy to do, but just take your time and respecting the principle, the rules that I just gave you. All right, thank you.